Right, welcome back to Marvel Rivals. Slightly different video today. I'm going to be going over my top 5 easiest hero to use if you're just starting out. If you're new to the game, you don't know who to be. To be fair, there are a lot of choices, which is good. It's always good to have choices. I'm going to be starting with my 5th easiest hero. There are quite a few, like I said, there's a few good options here. But to start with, 5th easiest, Venom. Yeah, there's reasons. You'll see each hero's got a difficulty rating of 1 to 5. Now they've rated him 1, which I think is, it's bang on, to be fair. Normal attack, dark precipitation, unleash tentacles forward to attack enemies. It's standard, gets the job done. And he carries a lot of health, so you haven't really got to worry about getting one hit, which does happen quite a lot in this game. Q, that is his special ability. Burrow underground for free movement, of duration or pressing whatever key. Devour enemies above to deal damage based on the enemy's current health, and generate equivalent bonus to health. Which is, again, it's a win-win. It does damage. You also get health, which then allows you to kill them after. He has Venom Swing. It's extremely useful. If you're in a dire situation, you can dive out the way very quickly. Yeah, just a very useful thing to have. Right. Symbiotic Resilience. Bloody hell, I can even say that. Again, he generates bonus health against damage. The lower Venom's health, the greater the bonus health generated. Again, it's just another good thing to have. It makes him quite OP. F. Frenzied Arrival. Dash a target location from a certain height. Upon landing, damage nearby enemies, launching them upwards the landing point. Again, quite an OP move. Right. Now, that Cellular Corrosion unleashes tentacles so enemies within reach. Enemies unable to break free in time will suffer damage. Again, this move useful in regards that while you're holding them, your other teammates primarily are dishing out damage to them. Your job is to tank, to take hits, and you've got all the tools here to basically do that. Right, passive. He can basically just climb walls. Which is fair enough. Each hero has a team ability, or some of them have multiple actually. So Venom shares a part of his symbiotes with Spider-Man and Penny Parker, activating the symbiote. I can't even say it. Can convert the symbiotes into explosive spikes that inflict harm on nearby enemies and you drop them back. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, overall, I'd say he's 5th. Alright, 4th easiest person. Tough one. I was sort of torn between. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Punisher. He's pretty bog standard. He's got a gun. He's got 2 guns. You've got an assault rifle, 30 rounds. He's also got a shotgun for close range, which is nice. It's got 2 bullets. No, it's got 8. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's just an average. You go to normal bog standard shooting dude. It's special. Unleash 2 Gatling guns, missiles to attack enemies. As you see here, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good finisher. You can also launch a hook to generate a cable that enables Punisher to move rapidly. Again, that's a very useful thing to have. Gets him out of dangerous situations if need be. He does have an ability of deploying a turret. Now, I have used him a few times. The turret is a bit 50-50 in my opinion. It is good if you don't have enemy snipers on the other side, as in like, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Hela. If they have any of those, then this is just useless. You'll just get sniped within like one hit from Hawkeye, and that turret's gone. Smoke grenade. Again, it's useful. It's not that effective. I've used it. It's not that great. Retain vision of enemies that disappear from view for a short time. Warrior's gaze. Again, it's useful, but not that much. It's passive. His passive is actually quite good, I have to admit. I've used Winter Soldier and Raccoon Dude. With these two, the passive is actually very overpowered. I would totally recommend, if you have a team, if two of you could be the same dude, it is worth doing. Because you get an overload of ammo, as you see. It is lethal, quite frankly. It is lethal. Right, he was 4th, 5th, 4th, 3rd choice. I know who my top 2 are. Who was my 3rd one? Oh yeah, of course. Where is he? Jeff the Land Shark. Now, I have to admit, I was a bit confused when I saw Jeff for the first time. I'm not a big Marvel fan, so I don't know who Jeff is. Anyway, again, rated 1 star. He's got Joyful Splash, which unleashes a healing splash, which you use on your allies. His attack is launch a high-speed water sphere that bursts upon impact and damage to enemies within range. You know, it's good. He shoots health at you. He then has an offense as well. Average offense, but it does the job. Yeah, his special ability is actually it's good. So you dive into the sea, you resurface carrying your allies and your teammates, your allies and your enemies, and you launch them. You can launch them off the map, which, yeah, it's a 50-50, because you can spit out the enemies with one click of the right side. Say you dash them out into the map, and then you can chuck your allies on a safe spot, if that makes sense. You know, you're not just throwing everyone off the cliff. Now, this ability, hide and seek, is what makes Jeff quite OP, actually. I see a lot of people using Jeff just for this reason. You can dive into the scene only with his dorsal fin exposed, granting him a movement boost. Jeff can heal while submerged as well, and you can't shoot him when he's in this. He's invincible, basically. He can just run away, gain some health back, and then just come straight back. Right, his healing ability, he is a healer, essentially. He spits a bubble that heals the ally who collects it, granting them a healing boost and movement boost, while also launching up nearby enemies. He's an okay healer. He's nowhere near the best healer, but it's the hide and seek that really gives him. That's why he's very popular at the moment, I would say. I see a lot of people using Jeff the Shark, the Land Shark, should I say. Oblivious Cuteness is passive, reduces damage from critical hits. Again, it's very useful. It's not a bad thing to have. Again, he has team-up abilities. I'm not that fussed about the team-up abilities with him. It is something I haven't really looked that too much into. But I'm sure if you're going to do competitive, it's worth checking these out, for sure. Alright, so he was my 3rd pick. So Venom 5th, Punisher 4th, Jeff 3rd. Now, my 2nd and 1st was a tough one. And for my 2nd, I've gone Rocket Raccoon. Again, he is rated 1 star. They're all 1 stars for obvious reasons. He's what I'd call your pretty bog standard dude. You know, he's not a tank. He's sort of the middle guy. He will stand behind the tanks, dishing out damage. He also kills allies with his repair mode, so you can heal them. Also shoot with his little gun. I have used him quite a few times. The gun is actually quite effective. When you combine that with, like, you have like Groot there, you have Magneto giving some blockage, and you have the main healer. You know, he is quite effective. His special deploy cosmic Yom amplifier grants allies a damage boost. That is useful. Very useful. Again, his getaway, yeah, most characters have a getaway. Jetpack dash is good. It's not the best, but it is good. It does the job. Right, his E deploys a battle rebirth beacon that revives a fallen ally and periodically produces armor packs and rocket jetpacks. Again, utility-wise, very useful. Hence why, is why he's one of the easiest people to use. He can also run on walls, which can be useful. He's also a flying ace. That's his passive. Hold space to fall slowly. It's just, useless really, but oh well. His team up ability is actually quite OP. If you are him and you've got a Groot, you can jump on his back and you receive damage reduction, and you just generally become quite an OP unit. So even with either one, as long as you have Groot, you have to have Groot, because Groot, those Landshark, Jeff the Landshark, Rocket Raccoon can both get on his shoulders. It's a good thing. I've seen it work many a time. It is OP. But my first and easiest pick, in my opinion, is Scarlet Witch. Honestly, I played her several games. She's just so easy to use. I mean, basically, the main thing you're going to use is Chaos Control. You basically press it. You don't even have to literally aim at them. As long as you're near to them, you will be doing damage to people, and you'll be doing quite a lot of damage actually. If you go in there and they're already at half health, you're going to kill some dudes like easily. And your health bar is quite low. It's the only thing you have to be wary of. Stay close to your healers. Try not to run into their big guys. You try and generally Chaos Control is just OP. I've gone like 20 KO games with her easily. Her Q ability, engage in free flight while charging energy and release a massive deal of damage. I don't rate this special ability at all, unfortunately. I think they need to change it. I think it needs to be upped a bit. The problem is you see, she launches into the air. That's a problem. As soon as you do that, they will just shoot you out the air before you can even unleash your special. I've had this happen so many times where you try and release your special, and they just shoot you out. You're dead before you can even use it. The only way you can use it properly is if you get behind them without anyone seeing you. And the problem is she shouts as well, and they're like, oh, she's doing her special, and you get shot in the head. It's sometimes it comes off, sometimes it doesn't. It's one of those. Mystic Projection, I actually really like that. It's quite a good getaway thing. You go invisible-ish. It allows you to get away. It's one of those. Dark Seal, land a hit on a target or the scene, or press again to generate a force field that periodically stuns enemies within range. Again, yeah, it's alright. It's not great. It does a job. Passive, telekinesis. She falls slower. I don't get the point of that. Other ability. Not even going to pronounce that. Tinthian Burst. Consumes chaos energy to fire explosive magic missiles, damaging enemies. Again, it's alright, but like I said, the main thing you're going to use is chaos control. It's just chaos control, chaos control, chaos control. That's it. Obviously, her passive team-up ability. Is it a passive? Okay. Scarlet Witch can infuse chaos energy with into Magneto to enhance his great sword. Upon receiving the chaos energy, Magneto can unleash its full force, striking down enemies with his enhanced greatsword. Which is good. To be fair, I've seen a few people do use Magneto. Not many, but a few do. And it comes with a suggested combo as well. Yeah, again, it's all well and good, that finisher, but the whole time people are going to be shooting at your face and you'll be dead before you can even get up in the air. So it's one of those. The only thing that I would say about her is her finisher does suck. It does. But yeah, that's the top 5 easiest in my opinion. First, second. Who was my third? Oh yeah. Landshark, Jeff, third. Fourth, Punisher, fifth, Venom. Yeah, I mean, there are other easy. Mantis is also a good shout. If you know, she's also probably the best healer in the game. You know, and if, in my personal opinion, obviously I main Hawkeye. If you're a good shot, then Hawkeye is an absolute gangster. That's just a little shout, but he is an absolute beast. If you're good at aiming, he can one shot people quite easily. So yeah, that is my top 5, guys. Let me know in your opinion if I was near the mark. I'm pretty sure I'm near the mark for most of that. Another shout out, healer. She's actually extremely OP and quite easy to use as well. I've seen her absolutely dominate games recently. Dominate. So that's a little quick shout. Those two, Hawkeye, healer, very OP people if you know how to use them. But yeah, we'll leave that episode there. Please like and subscribe. Bye bye.